In 3, 2, 1, we are now recording. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the very first episode of Buddy Talks. I almost said the wrong name of the podcast. It's amazing.
It's an amazing podcast.
It is an
I
amazing
wouldn't have been mad at
podcast.
you for it.
I have the pleasure to welcome Will and Adam.
Hey!
Hello. Sorry, I was in the middle of taking a drink.
It's all right. It's like the waiter.
He needed a little jolt.
You're waiting until you're eating food, and it's like, how is everything? Is your meal okay?
It's good, you son of a bitch.
Exactly. And they wait just for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, here's kind of a spin-off podcast episode. It's a little more than an episode.
Yeah, it's definitely
of
more than an
Buddy
episode,
Talks. For those of you tuning in, this is going to be a little bit different from In Our Honest Opinion. This is a little more lax, kind of shooting the shit. Yes, we could say that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. And we're just going to kind of talk about a couple different things and just kind of see where the conversation takes us. I'm hoping for a very fun ride. But first, just our little bit of...
Allow you to introduce yourself? This is your first episode.
Oh,
right?
yeah, that's right.
They should know who you are.
This is Marvin. Thank you, Will.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Good Lord. See, I'm glad you're keeping me in check.
That's what we're here for.
I'm not seasoned like you guys.
Yeah, okay.
I am definitely not seasoned.
I think you've done
I
more
was about to
work
say,
than the rest of us.
Yeah, he really fucking has.
I was actually thinking of seasoning here at this
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, no, yeah,
You
you're
are
right.
a
You
chef.
blend. Yeah, you're right.
You serve a nice table of charcuterie. But yeah, I'm Marvin. And first off, just a little bit of housekeeping, house cleaning,
A little bit
whatever.
of everything.
Everything. Yeah.
Let's go ahead and give us a 5-star rating or written text review. Also tell 2 friends. And if you can also give In Our Honest Opinion, also a 5-star rating and a written
They were
text review.
amazing over there. Those 3 hosts.
Yeah.
Really, the things that they do.
The one with the glasses, I just want to do things to him.
Really?
Yeah.
I like the one with
Again.
the voice.
All right, so who are these guys?
I
Our doppelgangers, the
Yeah.
sexier versions of us.
doppelbangers.
Oh, I like what you did there.
Yeah.
Porn.
Yes.
But anyway, sorry.
But yeah, go ahead and do that. It'll definitely help us out and get us out there for more, as you've heard in the other podcast, Digital Hugs.
Oh, good God. You know what? That's and that I should see over at Adam Analyzes as well. Digital hugs. Let's
Just
that's
the world's a crazy
yeah.
place, man. Let's just give out some digital hugs.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm probably going to use it just like that.
Yeah,
Say, you know what? The world is a crazy place. Let's give each other digital hugs.
I like
exactly.
it. I like it.
Yeah.
That might be the next shirt.
I was thinking of a couple of ideas, but I'm not sure if I can
lose
get
that.
away with that here.
Oh.
Might be. We're gonna earn that explicit tag.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's go ahead and kick things off with just a weekly check-in, see how everyone's doing.
Sure.
Will, how are you doing this week?
I'm surviving.
Yeah?
Yeah,
You're a survivor?
I got
You're not
I'm
gonna
a
give up.
survivor. Oh, is that what she says?
Yeah.
I didn't know the lyrics to that song.
Queen
But yeah,
Bee?
no, I'm alive and well. Work isn't too crazy. I actually got 2 nights of sleep.
Nice.
But now I'm on call, so all of that footing that I've gained is about to be taken right away from me.
Yeah? Always fun.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Doing a fantastic job. Keeping
Son
the
of a
spirits high, I
bird.
hope.
Yeah, soul-wise, I'm all right.
Yeah?
Everything's held together.
You're a soul man.
Yeah.
It's like that terrible movie in the 80s.
I'm a soul man. Are we allowed to sing in this podcast?
Or the show from the 90s.
Oh, that's right.
With Dan Aykroyd.
Dan Aykroyd. I was thinking.
Oh, man.
You were thinking of Cedric the Entertainer.
No, I
Yeah,
wasn't.
yeah, I was.
Because there was,
I was
a
thinking-
soul man.
Wasn't Buscemi? Not Buscemi. Oh my God.
What?
No.
I don't know.
There's someone else that I'm thinking of, but continue.
Steve Buscemi had a soul man
No.
TV
I
show?
think he should have. It would have been amazing.
He's got soul.
He's
It's
and he's super bad.
multiplying.
Oh, we both went 2 different directions
Yeah.
with that.
Still like it.
Anyway.
How about you, Adam? How are you doing this week?
I'm doing great, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Anything fantastic?
Nothing.
Anything low? I like it.
Bullshit. You went on vacation.
No, I was, I just got off of vacation. I'm glad to be back here.
Yeah?
But it was nice. Went to Pennsylvania, Atlantic City, and New York.
So
you gambled. I forgot.
I did.
Yeah.
Did you?
And
Did
you actually
win?
walked
Oh,
away
that's
with
right. You
money.
did mention that. You
yeah,
did.
yeah. We wound
positive.
up. We wound up walking away with about $144.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, that's a
Pay for
fucking
your White
win in my
Castle.
book. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
For the
so
White Castle.
we were definitely happy with that, and it bought a lot of Impossible burgers and regular White Castle
Okay.
burgers.
As well. You mixed and matched.
Yeah.
So, what did you like? What was the place you liked the most about your trip?
I would say there's a couple. I mean, it's tough to actually say, but the Ghostbusters Firehouse was definitely one of my favorite things.
So jealous of that.
We got to see that. Got to see the apartment building for Lewis and Dana
Yeah.
from Ghostbusters, and got to see the park that Lewis was chased through. So it was pretty
awesome.
cool. Got to visit the dead city of Centralia, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And it was pretty neat.
Did it just smell like smoke and stuff?
It actually did have a smell of smoke in the air.
Yeah.
And it was very hazy. I didn't actually see the smoke coming up out of the ground. Apparently, you have to be there, I guess, in the wintertime
Really?
to actually see that.
Huh.
But it was very hazy and smoky smelling. So
That's wild. Just that whole place. It just looks very apocalyptic.
Apocalypto?
Yeah.
it's
Apocalyptic?
actually
It makes me feel like a Native American whenever I think about that show or that place.
it's hard to believe that it was an actual city at one point
Yeah.
because they just rip down the houses once the people die or move or whatever.
Oh, really?
They just rip them down and let the trees and grass
Just reclaim it, nature?
yeah.
Really?
funny.
Yeah, so there was only like 2 or 3 houses still there.
And people still live there.
Yes, and they're completely off the grid. They
wild.
have no actual address. They have to have a PO box
Get the hell out of here.
in
I wonder why they
in
want
a
to
neighboring
stay
city
there.
because they feel it's their home.
Yep.
It's one of those things. They feel like it's their house,
Yeah.
and they feel that Pennsylvania actually.
Owes them.
Well, they feel that they made it worse than what it was, but there were kids falling through sinkholes. Like,
Yeah.
like somebody's animal.
I don't
or
know
whatever.
much about this
You don't
place
know
at
about
all.
that?
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
gonna have
man.
I'm gonna have to read up on this.
It's one of the
Or is there a
things-
YouTube video that'll explain it?
Oh, there
Probably,
is.
Yeah.
There most
Probably.
definitely is.
Yeah,
That's why I
there's-
know about it.
It's very fascinating, but I actually want to go through the downtown and Main Street.
Yeah.
And we did not get to do that because it's completely closed off, and I don't know if there's anything still there.
Oh, wow.
But I wanted to see like the little smokestacks coming out of the
Yeah.
ground and stuff. Yeah, I wanted to see those, and I didn't get to see it.
Yeah, because wasn't the place ended up like that because it was like a coal town, right?
Yeah, it was built over the coal mine.
Yeah.
and it's burning underneath.
Yeah, and I think it's estimated to burn for like at least another 400 something years. I know it's some ridiculous amount of time.
Funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the fact that
Very funny.
Pennsylvania is wiping it from its history, they're acting like it never existed.
Oh.
It's truly fascinating stuff.
Funny.
Gotcha.
And if anybody's ever in the area, if anybody's listening that lives near there, go to Graffiti Highway. It's definitely something to see.
Yeah, those pictures that you sent were pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's a cool place.
Will any of those pictures make it over to AdamAnalyzes.com or to Adam_Analyze on Instagram?
No.
That's what you think, buddy.
Hey.
If you want to see the picture, then go there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yep.
And me.
What-
Because I have access to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That's very true.
But yeah, overall, it was a good trip.
Yeah. Okay. I'm
Yeah.
glad. I'm glad. And for myself,
How are you feeling?
I have a feeling it's going to be a rough week.
Yeah?
I just have that sneaking suspicion.
Oh, shit. What'd you do?
I don't know. It's just I feel tired already, and it's still early.
And it just started.
It just started. For those of you paying attention, it is Monday, and
Well.
I just feel exhausted.
I get that.
Just like I think it's more of a mental, just mentally tired.
Yeah, I get that.
So I had the weekend just kind of blew by. Had fun. Saw one of the most amazing movies of all time.
Shut the fuck up.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, okay. Keep
Then-
talking.
And then I saw Hobbs and Shaw. That movie. Hey, that movie was a fun romp for what it was. We'll talk more about that in our honest opinion.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm probably not going to see that.
No, I know. I know you're not.
I will buy you a
And,
ticket
and that was
for it.
that was one of those things where I'm like, we're gonna end up talking about that.
Oh,
like
yeah.
we're gonna end up talking about that movie full spoilers.
Yeah.
And I want you to watch it, but I know that even asking you to, I was like, he's not going to.
That's a
And
tough
the
sell.
thing is, that's one of those situations where I'm not even mad at you for it. You know, that's not like if I was reviewing a movie and be like, guys, really, like, do me a favor, watch this movie because I want us to talk about it.
Didn't I surprise you guys with something I went to see because I knew it was going to come up on the podcast?
There was something that you went and watched because we were going to talk about it.
Yeah.
But it wasn't on the level of Hobbs and Shaw.
No,
Like, whatever it was.
I don't remember what it was.
I can't either.
It wasn't Child's
But
Play,
that's...
was it? No.
No.
No,
Toy Story 4.
No, I forget, but it
Midsummer.
was something that I'm like, well, I got to see this because it's going to be on the podcast.
Grease
Yeah.
2.
I actually went to see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood in
Yeah.
Pennsylvania,
Was,
and it
We'll have to talk
and
about
Yeah.
that.
and it's funny because I know you said that you fell asleep.
So I did go watch it at like 10 o'clock at night. So
Yeah.
that's it. Anyway, I didn't mean to take it away.
no, it's
totally
all right.
distracted
It's,
from
it's
your-
okay.
yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah,
You're going to have a rough week.
Yeah. And I think it is because of Hobbs and Shaw. Because I don't think anything can live up to what we saw in that spectacle of a movie.
it was that mentally stimulating.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what it
definitely.
Yeah. So just real quick on the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood,
Mm.
I understand why you fell asleep because I was dozing off too, but I was tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's very
It's
very self-indulgent.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
Self-indulgent is the
I want to
word.
see it.
Yeah.
now. I need to see it.
Yeah, you do. I'm going to have to go to finish watching it.
Give it another shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just worry that you're gonna watch it and it's gonna be like the Hateful Eight and you're just gonna hate it.
Oh, I hope not.
because
I hope
because
not.
it's slower. It's slower than.
Oh no,
Bro, like for real.
that's disappointing.
And what's crazy is that I thought in Hateful Eight, at least, like there were characters in that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, so because of that, you got to see, like that was something that at least I found interesting. Like, okay, well, at least these caricatures of people or whatever from this time or this
Yeah.
era. It's interesting to watch them play off each other. I didn't get that from this so much. It was just kind of like,
it just felt like a chore.
what are we?
I'm gonna
What are we
say
getting to?
I like the last half better than the first half.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll talk
Yeah,
about
we'll
it
talk
later.
about that.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and get into our first topic. It's gonna be. You sound like Tatsu from Turtles movie.
Oh yeah. That's good.
I like that.
What did I do?
That was pretty incredible.
Ninja. Vanish.
I was gonna say, it was just me getting fired up for it. That's
Heck
all.
yeah. So I guess we'll talk about my topic first because it leads into yours, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about gaming in the modern age. The reason I wanted to talk about this is because I finished a game and it's probably it's definitely my top 5.
Yeah.
Definitely
Okay.
my top 5.
What game was that?
Persona 5.
Oh, I see what you did there. Top 5,
know.
Persona 5.
The funny thing is I tried playing Persona 4. That game, I think I spent 3 hours and I didn't even fight one fight yet.
Mhm.
This one, you start off in the middle of like a mission that kind of goes left. So it reminds me of a lot of modern movies.
Okay.
Okay. That right there with the jumping in,
Yeah.
reminds me of what, like Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 7 and,
Yes.
and
I think 9 did that same thing.
Nine
I want
did
to
something
say
similar,
I want
yeah.
to say 15 did something like that.
15. Yes, it did. I think so.
Was it 15?
You guys fucking played that far?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it
Sweet
and it
Jesus.
had that where you were just kind of getting into like
Yeah.
shit's going down and
Yeah.
like you're there.
Yeah, because this one, it's like you're a phantom thief. So you jump in, and then you've been someone gave you up. One of your teammates gave you up.
Yeah.
So you get caught. And this happens in the very beginning. It's like, holy shit, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And then it does a flashback to how you got in this predicament a year ago.
Okay.
But I want to say it's the first game that in a long time that I was actually able to sink that much time into. I beat it in 138 hours.
Holy shit.
I started it in May, and I just finished, and it's like August now.
Yeah.
early August.
That is too deep for me, man.
That is
For
extremely
real.
deep.
You're talking to a guy that just downloaded Doom 1, 2, and 3 on the.
Did
on
you?
the
You bought them
Switch.
on the Switch?
Yeah, I did.
That's funny.
Last night
Uh.
was my first night back.
Yeah.
And you're like, fuck it, I'm in.
Yeah, and I just decided to download them.
So I almost did, but then I saw that Doom 3 doesn't have the doesn't have a multiplayer component.
No?
No.
No, 1 and 2, they put a co-op mode, didn't
They
they?
did, yeah. I think you can do split screen or whatever when
That's
it's
kinda
docked.
awesome. Couch
or whatever,
co-op?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, I didn't know that. I thought
That's
it was,
pretty
I
amazing.
thought it was strictly just multiplayer, like deathmatch.
No, I think there's a
No.
co-op
Is there?
co-op
I
mode.
thought there was a co-op in the second. Oh, I don't have my fucking Switch.
if-
I don't know why I reached
You're reaching
into
your
my
pocket
front
for your
fucking
Switch.
pocket. Yeah. Zero clue why that's the motion I went through.
It's
but
like, wait, let me load up my
fuck you
Switch real
guys.
quick.
Exactly.
Thinking about it, I don't think Doom 3 had a
It didn't.
had a deathmatch at all.
It didn't have a multiplayer component whatsoever.
I
It
don't
was
think
only
the
a single
original
player.
one did initially.
No, it didn't. It
Yeah.
came later on.
Yeah.
Because you had like Quake Arena and stuff
Oh, yeah.
back in the day.
An
That
Unreal
was-
Tournament.
So there is a multiplayer component
Yes.
to the first two, but not for the third one. And then I was like, am I really going to play the first two more than I would the third one? And then I was just like, you know what, fuck it. I'm
Not
not
gonna buy any of them?
Yeah, never.
All or
mind.
nothing, huh?
Yeah. It's because I'm The Witcher. Like, no joke. I'm not, and I know this is part of this conversation or whatever. You guys know that my time is precious to me, so I don't get
Yeah.
to play that much as far as games go. But
Yeah.
there are some accommodations that I will make for something that I do actually want to play. And The Witcher is one of those things where it's all like, yo, day one, it's going to happen. The moment they finally fucking, if they ever do, port Red Dead over and put that on the fucking Switch, I'm buying it.
Yeah,
Done.
day one.
Like,
Yeah.
playing it all the way through.
And that's the thing. It's like there are not a lot of games. There are a lot of games I was excited for, like Kingdom Hearts 3, Spider-Man, Red Dead 2. All those I got them, but I still haven't finished a lot of those.
Yeah.
Persona 5, which is a 2-year-old game at this point. I think it came out in 2017 in America. I just now played it in 2019 because of Smash Brothers.
But
Oh.
it's probably enhanced in some way, right?
No, not yet. The enhanced version comes out next year.
Oh.
Yeah, so I played the vanilla version, but it was just so well done.
Vanilla.
But it's what you said it was 139 hours.
It took me 138 hours.
138.
I think it could be done in 110.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's way too much for me, man.
yeah,
It's way too much.
but it was just worth it, and I just had a lot of fun. Just the characters, the
Yeah.
story was really cool. I started watching the anime on Hulu because of it, just to see how close it is.
Yeah.
The game is definitely better
Yeah.
because the way they go
course.
about it, pacing and everything.
Yeah.
is better.
Of course.
Yeah.
And Persona was actually something I wanted to jump into.
Mm-hmm.
But because I found out that it's like, dealing with spirits and the devil
Oh,
or
yeah.
whatever, and I was
Yeah.
there like, oh, that sounds kind of cool.
There's a lot of Arcana and stuff like that.
But I just
That's on the PlayStation, right? That's
Yeah.
where you've been playing it? Okay.
yeah, it's an exclusive.
And it was just one of those things that I didn't think I could actually get into it with all the anime stuff.
I can get that. It could be a little off-putting to some people, but once you get into it enough, I felt the story was good enough where it can kind of take away from that. So
Sure. I mean, like, you wouldn't think, like me, that I would probably like Final Fantasy VII, but I actually like the story for that. And that's kind of anime-ish.
oh yeah,
with the way
definitely. I still think the ending of Final Fantasy VII is arguably terrible, but that's just my opinion.
Soon you'll be able to
honest
play it again.
opinion.
Oh.
And I will be getting that remake. So right now, as it stands, there are two games I'm looking forward to next year: Final
Yeah.
Fantasy VII Remake Part 1 and Persona 5
whoa.
Royal.
That's a part one?
Oh yeah,
I didn't know
They're
that.
breaking the game into multi segments because
Get the fuck
they
outta
said
here.
this part is going to be the size of like the original game, but it's just the Midgar portion.
Get the hell out of here.
Oh, that is a huge turnoff for me.
They are
Yeah.
kind of milking it, aren't
Oh,
they?
of course they are.
That's the problem. This is like Peter Jackson with the Hobbit films. There's going to be
yeah.
2. Oh, Warner Brothers wants 3.
Exactly.
So
We're gonna figure it out.
so we're gonna
Let's sing more songs and
About doing dishes and bullshit like
jump
that.
in buckets to go down the river.
But yeah, that just kind of brings me to. I remember back in the day, just gaming and everything. Obviously, I was younger, just being able to sink time into whatever,
Yeah.
and it didn't matter to me. But now, like you said, our time is precious, and long games. I can't play a lot of RPGs like I used to. It seems like we have a kind of a mixed thing, a mixed bag. Like 40-hour gameplay, that's about maybe stretching it for me now.
Yeah.
But a lot of games like Call of Duty and everything, the campaign mode, 8 hours. Oh my goodness, it's 8 hours. That's way too long.
Yeah.
But the original Modern Warfare
Yeah.
was a game that I played all the way through.
Yeah.
And I thought the story was great. Like, I really liked the story. And
Yeah.
They were no bullshit. Like the campaign for the Call of Duty games, those are Michael Bay films. Like
yeah, but it was good.
A lot of
like,
action set pieces.
yeah.
Yeah, it was good with the way it was done. Like Modern Warfare 1 and 2, they were ones that really got me. Like, I wanted to see it through with the story.
Yeah,
That
Modern
was like
Warfare
me and
2 was game changing.
Halo.
No pun intended. Hey, fuck yeah.
The campaign to Halo, man. Like Halo 1. Did you ever play Halo, Adam?
I did.
Like when you're in that library, it's like, what the hell is going on? The flood? What is this?
I did, but I never
Sorry.
never beat it.
No?
So,
Oh man. Yeah, that was one.
The shock?
Yeah.
You never
you
beat it.
were,
never beat it.
I think I beat 1 through 3 on Legendary in co-op. And it was a pain in the ass.
I have played the Halo Combat Evolved
Yeah.
on every difficulty by myself, beat it multiple times by myself, and I played it co-op. I have played the shit out of Halo 1.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So would you say it's probably one of the most played games that you've ever
That I've
experienced?
ever dumped hours into. And I've played Grand Theft Autos all
Yeah.
the way through where obviously, it's a, 40, 50 hours sometimes on
Oh,
those,
yeah.
right? So it's... But Halo 1 was just... That was what made gaming for me.
Yeah.
I was a poor kid, so, make a sad story short. No Nintendo, no Super Nintendo, no Atari. By the time I got my hands on an Atari and 3DO, I was a teenager. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, the shit was long gone. But the first console I got my hands on that was, like, upon release, like, when it came out,
Yeah.
was the Xbox.
The Xbox.
And it wasn't even mine. It was my brother's gift. And I took him I was working at Hollywood Video at the time.
Yeah.
We went to go rent him a game. And the first game we rented was a WWE game or whatever.
I do remember.
Yeah,
Took it
that
home,
was-
played it, and it sucked ass. So we took it back.
What was that? Like Raw or something
I
like
think
that?
so. I think it was Raw.
Because it had like the black and red cover on
Yep.
it.
Yep.
Yeah,
I do remember that.
yeah.
So we took it back, said it didn't work, and then walked away with Halo. And the rest, I guess, is history.
History.
Played the shit out of that. I bought my brother controllers, so everyone had their own. We had a couple friends in the neighborhood, and we'd stay up till 2, 3, 4 in the morning just playing fucking co-op bullshit.
Oh yeah, and you can LAN party those. I remember that.
Yeah, well, I actually at that time, maybe a little bit before, we did like real LAN parties with computers and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yep.
And that was
OG
like,
nerd.
well,
Yeah, man.
I just remember playing like StarCraft and stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know you played StarCraft.
Like all night we would play stuff like that.
That's
We
awesome.
wound up really, really liking Soldier of Fortune.
Really?
Oh, funny.
Yeah, that was actually a really fun multiplayer game, like for deathmatch and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, you have that shotgun with the exploding shells and
Oh,
just blow
man.
off your friend's leg or something, or blow him in half.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was so much fun.
I think
gaming
for me it
used to
was
be fun.
at my house. It was me, my dad, my brother. We set up a LAN.
Uh-huh.
And we were playing Unreal Tournament and then Star Trek Federation, which was pretty much based off the Quake engine.
Quick engine, yeah.
Oh my god, the multiplayer in that was amazing.
Yeah, that's
Fucking
funny.
loved doing that.
That's funny.
And
Yeah.
I haven't been able to have. I think one of the things I loved about Persona so much was it kind of took me back. I had that nostalgic feeling I haven't had in a very long time regarding a game. The last time I remember something that just fully I was fully engrossed was probably about Kingdom Hearts 2, and that was about 2002. 2005.
Okay.
'Cause the first one
Yeah.
came out in 2002,
That would-
2005.
That would make sense because I was at Circuit City at the time.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, that would make sense.
Circuit
That's actually how I keep track of things. Is
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And where you were working, you worked a lot of places. I didn't even realize it.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Tons
That
of
blow up
closed
felt like-
Yeah.
places.
Yeah.
Tons of closed places. Let's think about it. Toys R Us,
Yeah.
Circuit City,
Yeah.
and GameFly.
Yeah.
In Tampa, where they don't exist anymore. So.
Yeah, I didn't even realize GameFly was gone.
Well, GameFly is still around. But
Yeah, they're online, I think.
But the Tampa one's no longer there.
Lame.
Yeah, they're dying a slow death.
Yeah. I mean, the whole game industry, I know GameStop, there's an article, I didn't get a chance to read it yet, saying how it would affect the gaming industry if GameStop went down.
Yeah, well, did you?
Yeah, they'd stop fucking people over.
No, that's true.
Did you guys hear about Walmart lowering their prices by 18% on new software?
No, I
Get
did
the hell
not.
out of here. What?
Yeah, I don't know if it's every single Walmart just yet,
Yeah?
but they're lowering the prices temporarily, and I don't know if this is an extra.
To kind of see
Like-
where, if they get people to bite?
I'm just thinking it's like an extra like death blow to GameStop.
Oh, yeah. That's why, you notice GameStop
I mean, that's
now,
a considerable jump, like, to save.
Well, it's 18%, so it's still not quite $10 off each game. But I think it's about it's about what $52.99 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I know
at that point.
Amazon was doing the 20% off, and that was like, ended up being like 50 something, so somewhere in there.
Yeah, thanks to stupid Amazon.
$59.99, right? $5.99 is 10%. So yeah, roughly.
So it's about
Yeah.
52, 53
Yeah,
bucks.
$53 probably. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks to Amazon with what they did, Best Buy got rid of their gamers
Yeah.
club thing, which I
sucks.
loved.
Yeah. I didn't
It was
realize how
great.
good it was. I never actually had it. I
Dude.
was just like, I'll just get it from Amazon.
Dude, 20% off, plus you got your $10 rewards for every
Yep.
game that you bought.
Yeah.
It was good.
It was amazing.
And
That
then
is
Amazon
double
did the
dipping.
same thing, and
And people were like, fuck it.
Slow death.
I don't have to go to the store to get a deal.
Yeah.
That works.
Yeah.
thanks Jeff Bezos, however you say his name.
It's the same thing his ex-wife is saying.
I was about to say, if he keeps down this path, he's going to get a divorce.
Another one?
Yeah.
She robbed his ass.
Good.
You know, but gaming was, I mean, it was fun back then. It was fun
Yeah.
watching the evolution or the introduction, right, of online multiplayer as compared to
yeah.
like, you know, controller like hopping, you know, on the couch.
Yeah.
That was a big thing, right? I think we had kind of touched on this earlier where Twitch now is a big thing,
Mm-hmm.
right? People have gone from not just playing games, but watching people play
it's
games.
become like something people can attend, like tournaments and everything, especially.
And the thing is that even that, right? At first they were like, there were tournaments before, but they were on a much smaller scale.
Yeah.
And now they're fucking huge. And I got to be honest, I can't keep up with them because I feel like there's at least 36 like, you know, huge gaming like tournament things that go on.
Yeah.
That, I mean, have huge sponsorship.
Oh, yeah. It looks like a legit sport.
It does.
Because I was having this conversation at work today, and we are talking about how gaming has because EVO was this weekend. That's the fighting game tournament where they have like Street Fighter, Tekken,
Gotcha.
Smash Brothers.
Okay.
And they're talking about the one guy, MK Leo from Mexico, who just won the Smash Brothers Ultimate tournament.
Gotcha.
And we were breaking it. He's like, really? People actually watch this stuff? People actually care? I was like, yeah, you'd be surprised. I think for EVO, the pot that the one guy won for Smash Brothers was 200,000.
Whew.
And then he's like, "Are
That's
you
a healthy
serious?" Then we told him about like League of Legends, how they were filling actual like arenas, filling arenas. Dota 2, the prize pool. Guess how much money the prize pool was?
$25
For this year.
25.
It-
times 10.
I'm going $500,000.
31 million.
Ooh.
What?
Yes, $31
Holy
million
shit.
prize pool for Dota 2.
Even with the times 10, I was still way
You
off.
way
So
off.
way off. And Dota 2, like the whole Dota game started as it was a mod for Warcraft 3,
Yeah.
Defense of the Ancients.
Damn.
Yeah.
31 mil.
And it's a free-to-play game, if memory serves me right. You pay for
I think it
skins and
is.
stuff.
Yeah.
That and League of Legends, they're huge games that have a huge following. especially
Free
in
to
Korea.
play is another thing that like turned into something. You know what I mean? At some point, somebody goes, "Why don't we just let them have the game and then we'll charge them for?" And granted, that went through some evolution because,
Oh, definitely.
right? Because sometimes you're just dropping money so that way you got the stronger weapons or whatever
Yep.
the fuck. But then it
Pay to win.
exactly, and then at some point, even that evolved where it's all like, no, like everyone can earn the shit, but you know, if you want a cooler skin, and that's where. What's this? The one that's fucking huge. Third person
Overwatch?
wall building.
Oh, no. Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Yeah.
I mean, like that's where
It's
Fortnite
insane.
makes a shit ton of money. and it's all just for skins. It's
Yeah.
because you want your
Yeah.
character to stand out from the crowd.
If you got to shout out loud,
Yeah, and
shoot him in the face with a gun.
but all the gameplay mechanics stay the same.
Yeah.
Like for everyone. no
Yeah,
matter
it's a
what.
level playing field.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just something I'm not interested in
Oh, me either.
personally.
I don't give anything for Fortnite.
Yeah, I mean it's not knocking the people that are into it.
It's
don't-
just not for me. Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't think it would be interesting to play.
Yeah. I tried playing it for a little bit, and I just couldn't get into it. The whole battle arena thing. It's just not my thing. I noticed I like playing single player or co-op games more than anything else.
Gotcha.
I actually really liked playing that stupid mobile one.
Tetris?
No, the mobile
PUBG?
one that had Ash from Evil Dead.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot what that was called.
What was that game? It
Another
wasn't bad.
free-to-play.
It wasn't bad, and it bothered me because when I went to play it one time,
Yeah.
guess what? It cannot connect to the server. Like they pulled the game.
Oh no
Oh,
shit.
really?
Yeah, so you can't play it anymore.
That's
Oh, I wonder if it
Fucking
was for
hate that.
licensing.
Probably.
I don't know because they were adding like John Wick and stuff in it, but it was like a Russian company. I immediately thought conspiracy theory. or
Yeah,
something.
they were getting on your phone, stealing
Yeah,
all your
exactly.
information.
Yeah, who knows?
What the hell was the name of that game? Because the gameplay mechanics on it were good.
I think you
remember,
started
like,
playing
being
during one of the
surprised.
podcasts, and you just got into it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I spent a lot of time on that, and I don't really do that on mobile games.
Yeah.
No, I don't either.
Yeah, the only one
but-
I play is Clash Royale. Yeah, Clash Royale.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, it got so bad because I was just leaving my phone plugged in all the time, and I was
So you
like
could
glued to it.
Yeah.
And like,
That's funny.
yeah,
That's good.
I actually got pretty addicted to it.
Yeah, the
That's
sign of a good
hilarious.
game, huh? Yeah, that is.
That's hilarious. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all I have about my
No,
topic.
fuck that. Let's touch on the fact that women have taken over. And no, I don't mean just like all women. I cannot stand the fact, right, that I get like watching, you know what I mean, like your friends play games,
Oh,
like
I
when
know
you're
where
in the
you're going
same,
with this,
you know,
yeah.
when you're in the same room or whatever,
Yeah.
passing a controller around. Like there's a certain like bit of fun to that, right? And then I get the idea that like, well, you can't do that with some of these like some of these players, Ninja, whatever the fuck
Ninja,
that's
yeah,
on.
who just left Twitch.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like some of these guys are like they're really great at their games or whatever, and so people watch them. But I hate the fact that now it's turned into this whole like all these like women that are cosplayers or whatever. That it turned it into this like semi-adult platform where it's all like
Like a cam
watch
girl
this
type deal?
super cute girl like barely play a game
No.
and be as revealing as possible, you know, without breaking the terms and conditions of the platform because
Well,
it's not intended for that.
Here's the thing: there's a lot of controversy on Twitch because a lot of them are breaking the terms and conditions.
Oh,
But
really?
Because they're so lucrative,
Uh.
they're giving them passes.
Nice.
I was just hearing
Wow.
recently there was a guy. His name is Omni on YouTube. He was talking about this one Twitch streamer
Yeah.
who's just done some really cruel things. This will definitely piss off Adam. I can't remember her name, but during one of the things, her cat was crawling in front of her, and she just picked it up and chucked it behind her over her head.
Oh,
She fed it vodka.
wow.
And she did all
What?
sorts of yeah.
Well,
and but yet she's not banned.
Hopefully, somebody does the same to her, and like poisons her.
Fill her. I was about to say, fills her
Throw-
full of vodka and throws her.
Somebody throws her over their head.
Yeah, I don't remember
Wow.
her name, but yeah. And she's getting a pass. She's
Right.
not getting banned or anything.
I think she should go to jail.
I think I don't think she's in the States.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, she
So I
needs to
think
go
she
into
might-
some kind of foreign jail where it's worse.
Wow.
Where's the jail? Foreign jail.
I don't know, like some other country.
Yeah, but it's just nuts
Where
that,
lock her away and throw away the key.
and that also came up in conversation. It's like people who watch other people play video games. I don't see anything wrong with that. I did that as a kid growing up all the time.
Yeah, I mean, some of it's okay, but when you have people that's all they do is play a video game and you watch them for hours upon hours, like, I don't understand that. And then, oh, wait, I'm going to give you money to continue that? It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I've never done that. I've watched like Smash Brothers tournaments and stuff, matches on YouTube,
Right.
just because they use the character that I use, and I kind of want to study up and learn new tech and stuff like
Well,
that.
see,
But
that-
that's pretty much it.
That actually makes sense,
Yeah.
but I don't understand the people that do it as their entire career.
Yeah,
You're like, hey guys, I'm gonna be streaming. Watch me stream for hours and play a video game. It's like,
So a lot of
I don't get it.
I noticed in order to be a successful streamer, there's 3 pieces of criteria you need to meet. You need to be really fucking funny. You need to be really good at the game.
Okay.
Or a female. In the modern time. And not that there's anything wrong with that. But
no, but I mean, you're right. It's
the
like
thing is, what I feel unfortunate because not all the women who play games do the scantily clad thing. Some are generally good, and some are just actually entertaining.
Yeah.
But the people you see in their chats, man, it's cringy.
It is.
It's awful. Because if you want to see, go look at Instagram for like some of these Instagram models. Just see some of the things that these dudes say.
Yeah.
It's the same thing but worse.
Yeah.
But let's look at it this way. At the end of the day, they're on there, they're making money, they don't care. So the cringiness stuff is going to be there.
Oh, yeah, because those are people that are paying them.
They just choose to either overlook it or engage with it to get more money out of them.
Yeah.
So
exactly. It's crazy stuff, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of annoying.
It is. Just for me, it's crazy because it feels like it turned into something that it didn't need
it turned into like a weird voyeuristic thing.
Yeah.
I've never apparently like Twitch Prime is a thing and people go on there and watch people play and to get streamers. I've seen like clips from streams. Mm-hmm. I've never actually sat and watched for like hours on end someone just play a game.
Yeah.
If I want to see a game that I'm interested in, I might check out a Let's Play to kind of get a basic understanding on if it's something I want to invest in.
So, some of them are okay if they're on like short form.
Yeah.
What I don't like is that some of the retro games that people will play and stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll jack up prices of the retro game.
Yeah, it will.
Which kind of sucks.
It definitely will.
So,
I think one of the ones I actually found entertaining were Game Grumps. Because they were funny. Ego Raptor, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with
I've heard of that, but I don't think I've ever seen it.
Yeah, some of the stuff they do is just funny as hell. Like when they're playing Mario Maker levels and trying to get through, just the weird shit they have to deal with. Yeah. Some of it's just funny.
Yeah,
it's the banter.
I'm pretty sure I saw some of one of those. One of my friends sent me.
Yeah.
And it was, he's like, oh, you don't have to watch the whole thing, but he's like, some of this banter reminds me of you and I with the stuff they were saying and the fact that the one guy was constantly trying to annoy the other one.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we've all done it.
He goes and he kept trying to do like Yoda jokes and stuff. Like Yoda as a stand-up comedian.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, it was pretty hilarious.
I like that.
So. But yeah, it's one of those things, I don't know, modern gaming as a whole, and I guess this might lead into my
segue.
My topic.
Go for it.
A lot of modern games do not hold the same gee whiz fun factor for me as they did back in the day.
I can see it.
Thankfully, you found something that gave you that buzz.
Yeah.
And it's hard to describe the feeling that you got from like playing games when you were a kid.
Yeah.
But maybe it's because we're looking at it now through adult eyes. But when I still play those like games I played back then, as an adult, I still love it. Like, it still gives me that feeling, and it's missing for me from a lot of like modern games.
Yeah, like I can go pop in Ninja Turtles 2 for the NES, have like throw one of you guys a controller, and just go to town.
Dude, are you getting that arcade 1-up thing?
I kind of want it.
Because
I don't know where I'd put it. I kind of want one though.
It's the same way. I'm probably going to wind up buying it
and, 4-player
and just leaving it in the box for a while till I figure it out.
What to do with it? Yeah.
Because I want to get that and I want to get the Star Wars one.
Yeah, the Star Wars one looked cool.
Yeah, because you have to assemble those, right? They come in like a flat box.
My kids would play the shit out of one of those things.
Oh yeah, I know. Like I went and took Anna to the Tarpon Springs arcade, and they had the cabinet for Ninja Turtles in Time.
Oh, get the hell out of here!
And she played it with me. Oh my god,
that played that X-Men one.
It's so good.
Oh yeah, children. Yeah, not children. Yeah,
which you're doing. They're doing one for that too, I believe.
I know they do have one that has like the fighting games, and I think they might have that too.
Yeah, one of them is was it Marvel Superheroes, the Capcom one? They're doing that with like the Punisher beat 'em up and something else.
And Children of the Atom, the X-Men fighting game.
Okay.
Yeah, like Capcom classics, and that's actually not a bad arcade machine.
Yeah.
No, and it I would say $350 for the Turtles one.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
It's not
Yeah.
bad. It's going to be $350, and then I think the other ones are like $300.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right.
I mean, granted, you'll probably need to get the $45
Stand
booster seat
the
for
stand,
it.
the little stand for it. Yeah,
to make it like actual size. But
Yeah.
the worst part about it is that some of them will actually be branded. So
Yeah.
if like the Turtles one, I think is going to have like an exclusive
One
Turtles
just for
one.
it.
The Star Wars one will be the same way.
yeah,
It's like, well,
licensing.
I'm going to wind up
Exactly.
getting that too.
Yeah.
So there's two that I'm probably going to wind up buying. They're
Yeah.
probably going to stay in the box till I move or whatever. But yeah.
We still have it.
yeah. But you talk about games. What was the last game that you remember giving you that feeling, that rush, that like, holy shit, this is amazing?
That's tough. That's a tough one.
Has there been anything modern that's done that for you?
I can pinpoint a game, and that would be Super Mario Galaxy
Really?
Oh, really? For the
That-
GameCube?
Interesting one.
for the Wii.
Was it the Wii? Oh yeah, it was the Wii.
It was for
Yeah.
the Wii, and it gave
Sunshine was
me
GameCube.
that. It tapped into that feeling a little bit.
Yeah.
Also, Punch Out tapped into that. The Wii remake.
Wii,
Yeah. I
Um,
forgot about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's one of those things. Super Mario Galaxy really reminded me of Super Mario Brothers 3. Like when
Really?
with the way it was structured and the way it played,
Huh.
it reminded me
Never
of
would
a
have thought
modern.
Mario 3.
It gave me that modern update feel to Mario 3, especially with Bowser and like his ship and stuff.
Yeah, I never actually played Galaxy 1 or 2.
You should probably play Mario Galaxy. I never played the second one.
Yeah.
I heard it was better, but the first Mario Galaxy, when you see Bowser come in with his ship and everything,
Yeah.
it just gave you like a feeling of like shit's going down, and it gave me that rush because it even like included like I guess some updates of like Mario 3 music and stuff.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it definitely had that.
I was gonna try and
feel.
hum a Mario 3 song, but I don't know any.
I'm just
Yeah.
having like my brain's being bombarded with a lot of music. I know, but
Oh, that's okay.
That's the overworld music
Yeah.
for the
Yeah,
first level.
Nintendo definitely knew what they were doing with that as far as trying to recapture the retro feel.
Yeah,
And I mean, I guess was it the Mario game on Switch?
Odyssey.
Gave me a little bit of a.
Did you play Breath of the Wild?
What's that?
Breath of the Wild for the Switch? Did you play that?
Yes, but that didn't give me an original
Really?
Zelda feel. Even though I know it's structured
Yeah, like the original.
a lot like the original Zelda. It's just the 3D and
Just kind of took you out of it.
yeah, I liked it a lot.
Yeah,
But the whole 3D and open world
Yeah.
nature of it
yeah,
kind of threw me a little bit. Because I know the first Zelda game for the NES is
Yeah.
like open world,
yeah.
but at least it feels like there's more of a structure there.
That's true.
So
And the world, I mean, it was a big world at the time, but now if you look at it,
Yeah,
it's
it's
super tiny.
Yeah.
it's not very big.
It's
and
at all.
I know. Whenever I see you playing on Switch,
On
you're
the
always
old
playing
Switcheroo.
like classic games. Like I think one of the most Shovel Knight, all that stuff. So I do
Yeah,
see that
Sho-
you do tend to
Shovel
gravitate
Knight.
towards like the classic games.
yeah, things that feel old school. There's another one like I think it's Gunman Clyde or Clive or whatever. I played
I
that
don't
on
know
the DS.
What that is?
I played that on the DS.
I think I vaguely remember the box art for that.
Yeah.
No, it was strictly.
He's
it was
like, nope.
No, I don't mean like physical, but I'm saying like
It
the
was
cover
stri-
art
oh,
for the
in the
game.
game?
Yeah.
It was strictly a download on the 3DS, and
Yeah.
just that. I mean, it was just an old school platformer, and
You pulling it up?
Yeah.
And I was extremely happy playing that game.
Gunman Clive.
Let me see.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you found it?
yeah. This is all that's really come up.
Oh.
Yeah. And that's
No,
the
that's
way the
not what I
game
thought it
actually
was.
looked, because it looks drawn in a way
Oh,
with
wow.
the way it's. Yeah, it was a cool game, and it's out on the Switch now. That gave me an old school buzz.
Okay.
So.
That gave you that scratch that itch for you.
Yeah,
excitement.
so I mean, I spend a lot of time playing my Switch, the classic things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The classic games.
Yeah, like the Nintendo Online thing. I spend a lot of time playing those and stuff. It's like when I don't know what to play,
Oh, I forgot I have that.
Yeah.
I go back to that, and that's the same way. I downloaded Doom 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Doom 3,
But you're
But,
gonna play the shit out of 1 and 2, aren't
But
you?
1 and 2, yeah, because Nicole came home today. Guess what I was playing? I was playing the original Doom.
Yeah.
And I was super happy just playing that.
I might end up downloading them because I know, like especially with my kids at home or whatever,
Yeah.
my boys, I know that they'll play the shit out of it because it is co-op or split screen or
Yeah.
whatever.
But it's
I didn't
scary.
think about that.
It's scary.
Remember, my
there's-
oldest boy, he's the one that likes he likes the scary stuff,
Scary.
Stranger Things and all that.
There's
I think
demons.
they'll be
and-
fine. But there's no curse. It's not like it's
There's
Duke
like
Nukem.
no speaking.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't have to worry about someone coming up
You-
to me,
you-
fuck him.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
like,
well,
no.
like you never heard that when you die, he goes fuck.
Yeah. That you're thinking Super Mario Sunshine.
Oh, that is true.
Yes, I forgot. Which, by the way, I really didn't like that one.
Sunshine. A lot of people. It was very polarizing.
Yeah, right. I was about to say.
I think
thought
Sunshine
there's a hard
and
line there.
Wind Waker, those two GameCube like staples, I just don't care for.
I actually liked Wind Waker.
I did not. It felt too.
Zelda, right? Isn't
Yeah.
that the cutout, the paper cutout?
That's one that looks very cartoony.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, I
the
remember
one
that.
the one that people forget about though was what Skyward Sword.
Skyward Sword. I tried playing that, but it's like that
Everyone
tutorial.
forgets about it.
That tutorial, man. Fuck that. 2 hours. I'm like, I'm still in a tutorial.
Really?
Yeah.
Yo, some
Yeah,
games
it's-
I can't.
It's a lot.
Like I get it. I get that every game at the beginning of it does this like little like intro like
Yeah.
bit, right?
This
to
is
kind of
what it's about.
yeah. So that way those people who are new to the franchise like can get the handle
Yeah.
of it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're like a fan of the series, that shit just infuriates me.
Oh, yeah.
because you already know the potential of what the game can do, and it's all like, yo, like I'm already there, like I'm ready to fucking figure out what comes next because now you're just showing me basic movements.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't need to look up at the marker.
So
I
Will-
am Master Chief.
Exactly.
And see, I was about to say that. I was about to say
Every
your,
time.
your favorite game of all time, and you had to look
Yep.
up and down.
Yeah.
It comes up.
It's like we need to recalibrate your
Yeah.
helmet. Look up.
I was
Look
like, oh my
down.
god! And there I am, looking up, down, looking all around, like, all right, let's get this. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to play this game. Let me jump out of this fucking thing. Yeah. No bueno. No bueno.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But being nostalgic though, it doesn't. There's not all good memories. I mean, there's a lot of crappy games. Back
Oh, there
in the
are.
day.
The
Like-
first Ninja Turtles game, that game was one of the hardest things I've ever played in my life, but
But
I
I
will
love
still
it.
go back and play it.
Oh.
Yeah. Furthest I got to that was like the second part.
I would get. I think the furthest I've ever gotten was to the Technodrome.
Oh, you. Hey man,
I had,
you-
like,
you got a lot further than
one turtle
than
left.
I did.
Who was barely limping along. And
Who
then I
was
saw, I was like, there's more.
Which turtle was it?
Leonardo at the time.
The only
I was thinking Mikey.
I think
His range
I
sucked.
think the only way you can beat Shredder or whatever is with scrolls. You need to
Really?
have the scroll things. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way I got that far.
Yeah, I mean, the furthest I got was to the second part. And
Yeah.
I wound up getting.
Did you ever get to the
lost.
underwater bombs that you had to try to?
Dude? Yeah, I know, and like everybody hates that, and I do too because they barely give you enough time.
Oh,
to
yeah.
complete the entire thing.
And it's just what, like 4 bombs, right?
It's 5. I
It's
think.
5?
I think it's 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Fuck that part.
It's definitely. I mean, but that game I look back on fondly, even though I know it may
Oh,
not
yeah.
be a great game, but it is actually a pretty good game.
It's fun.
It's frustrating. It's got really frustrating parts.
That right there. What about you, Will?
I can't do those games.
I know you didn't really play a lot of like the old 16-bit and 8-bit things. You jumped in way later.
Yeah, way
so,
later.
like, what's some of the nostalgic stuff for you?
I like good multiplayer what the fuck moments.
Elaborate.
So
I was gonna say what is it?
I played the shit out of Halo 1, right? That's
Yeah.
really what got me into gaming.
Yeah.
But I can tell you that one of the first like matches that I played of Halo 2 online
Yeah.
was on oh my gosh, and I can't even remember the name of the map, but it's the map that has like the dish in the center that kind of rotates.
Oh, wasn't that Zanzibar?
No, not
No.
Zanzibar. Zanzibar is a windmill.
Oh, gotcha.
Damn, I can't remember the name of this map. But either way, like it's like this island out in the middle of nowhere, right?
Not
Because you
Blood,
can fall off.
Blood Gulch is the two
Yeah,
fortresses.
no.
Yeah.
But it's a point in the game where
So it's an island, right?
so it's like I want to say it's like the top of a mountain, pretty much instead,
Okay.
right? Because you can
Was-
fall off anywhere.
Was this the one that was inspiration for Hunger Games?
What was it?
I don't know.
Hold on.
I was just thinking Island and Deathmatch. I was thinking
Halo 2 multiplayer maps, right? So, this is what the internet's for, right? So I'm playing on the map, right? And there's this thing where like you can come up this ramp or whatever area that you can kind of look down, and in the center this dish like turns. And so I remember that we were getting our asses handed to us, right? Like, and somebody got into a Banshee. Banshee was flying around just like fucking us up.
Yeah.
And at some point we were trapped in this one area because the Banshee couldn't get in there, right? But then we couldn't really get out because the moment we got out in the open, right, they'd blow you up, you die, whatever the hell. And so I finally got my hands on the rocket launcher. And back then the rocket launcher actually locked on. Yep. So I was able to get it, and I snuck underneath, right, coming around, and everyone's on the fucking mic or whatever. You hear them talking like, we just keep fucking dying and blah blah blah. And I was like, I got this, get out of the way. And as I come up the ramp, I like half squeezing the trigger, so as soon as like you peeked around the corner, locked on, and he barrel rolled because I guess he knew I was coming for it.
He got the lock tone.
Yep. Moved over, and that's when I finally shot the rocket. Boom, blew up midair, and at that point the whole tide changed. And we won the round.
Awesome.
And I remember just like everyone was like, holy shit, like we were able to get out of there, and it was just that exciting. Like these were all real players. Like these were all people that were holding onto a controller.
Yeah.
We weren't in the same room.
Knows where.
Yeah, exactly. And that was like an unscripted moment. That wasn't in a campaign where it was set up, you know what I mean? That was the spontaneity of the players and the pieces on the on the board.
Yeah.
I remember genuinely loving that.
Yeah.
After the Halo series kind of like waned out for me, I'm trying to, and while you guys were going, like I was trying to think like what other modern game did I actually get excited for, and not excited but genuinely surprised.
Yeah.
Was Red Dead, like Redemption?
The first one?
Red Dead.
Well, not the first one, but Red Dead Redemption with John. Whatever. Yeah.
Yep. Like I remember
Marston,
that I'm not even a fan of like Western films. Like that's not a thing for me.
It was just really well crafted.
But it really was. And I remember playing the game like, holy shit, like this looks good.
Yeah.
I like the gameplay mechanics. I like the story. Like I liked how being genuinely surprised we're in that game. At some point you're on a raft and you're going to Mexico, and already thinking to myself, the area of exploration was so well put together, right? And it felt so large. The fact that they gave you even more on top of that.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, like it's out in the middle of the West, so it's not like I had to, it's not like Grand Theft where you've got cars and cities and buildings and whatever.
You ride a horse.
Exactly. Like, but it looked so good that it sold it for me. And I remember genuinely like being so excited that when they went ahead and re-released it and updated the graphics and everything, I think for the PS3.
PS3, yeah.
Right? I went and bought it again.
Yeah.
I was like, $60? Don't give a shit. I'm going to go ahead and spend $60 again. It was worth every penny of it. And it was to have those moments where you're just all like, this was a lot of fun. This was unexpected. Oh, and one more, Battlefield.
Yeah.
Battlefield, I think 2 was one of the ones where just big multiplayer moments. I remember playing big matches where there's 32 players on a map, and then later on 64 players on a map, and it's not like like Fortnite and stuff now where like everybody's just being pushed into whatever.
Yeah.
But it was the idea that all these battles are happening in different areas on this huge map, and you can literally cut across like some people duking something out over here to get to another point, and then all the different other like gameplay types that they put in there, where you got to carry your flag or defend different zones, and it was an awesome way to I guess force like player interaction. You know what I mean? Find your gameplay style, and it's going to mesh well with what's in front of you. So,
yeah, I remember the advent of just online play was when I first got my hands on it. It was the weirdest thing. I was like, I'm playing with other people all over the place. The one game that really got me into it, I did play Halo. I wasn't as good as a lot of other people, but Transformers War for Cybertron.
Bro, and I never got to buy the game. I played the what was it, a demo for it or whatever?
Yeah.
And I played the shit out of that fucking demo.
Bro, that game, you could go, you transform, you run over like another robot, transform back, you start blasting him in the face.
Yeah.
that was the most fun I've had in like a multiplayer match ever. Like it was only a couple weeks because the crowd it just died down.
Did it?
Unfortunately,
Oh,
yeah.
that sucks. See, I played the beta.
Yeah.
Is what it was for one of them, and I remember talking to you about it because
Yeah.
I was like super excited. It was awesome as shit because the maps weren't huge.
No.
Right. But I definitely enjoyed the fact that at one point I'm like running, shooting whatever, defending whatever point, and then the point moves, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then just jumping, transforming midair, and hauling ass as a jet or whatever, flying into whether it's a window into like the next area or coming around the corner, and just everyone. And then you see all the robots transforming left and right. Everybody's shooting and blowing shit up, and it's all like this.
Yeah.
This was good gameplay mechanics. Well
This was
done.
perfect.
Yeah.
You guys played way cooler multiplayer games than me. So
What did you play really any multiplayer? What did you play multiplayer?
not really. I mean, it would be Unreal Tournament and
that's a classic, though.
Quake 3 Arena.
But
I mean,
I think both of those were a lot more hardcore.
Yeah, but
Fuck yeah, they were.
Well, yeah,
I couldn't get into those games because like those players. It's fast paced. It's
the
frantic.
Twitch reflexes.
Oh yeah.
Well, I was playing it online, and I mean, I would try to play it late night,
Yeah.
Yeah.
mostly because it was over a 56K modem.
Sweet Jesus.
Wow.
That's the only way you can get the internet to actually speed up,
Yeah.
man. When most of the world went to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
On your side of the world, at least.
At least,
yeah,
exactly.
So
yeah.
I mean, I would play it, from like midnight till about 5 or 6 in the morning.
Wow.
Yeah, it was good times.
So look, and I think that there's definitely an appreciation for like gaming on different levels here,
Yeah.
right? But I think you guys enjoy a good narrative,
Yeah.
right? Like
Oh,
I think it's
yeah.
safe to
Story
say,
is
like
key,
yes.
man.
ultimately that's what makes the game for you.
Mass
is that
Effect
it's
trilogy, I still love that.
Yeah,
I don't care what
it's
anyone
a-
says.
story, single player, right? You
Yeah.
want to be taken on a journey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's the reason I play Pac-Man. I mean it's an epic story.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's like, is he ever
Gotta
gonna
get the
out of
balls.
this labyrinth?
You gotta
Yeah.
get the balls. Yeah.
Bites him.
Yeah.
He bites those balls.
You didn't know this was what you would call it, an extension of that show Oz?
that episode that featured Pac-Man was amazing.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
was.
Get the balls. Get out of jail. You're
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I don't.
But no, you're right. I guess nowadays I prefer a good story.
Yeah.
And the first game that did that to me, that got me interested in a story in a game, maybe weird, but Prince of Persia: Sands of Time.
That was a good
Really? I never played it.
one. I played. That was the first one.
Yeah,
Right? Yeah, it was good.
That was the one, and it
The first
reminded
3D
me.
one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not only was it fun with the jumping puzzles and stuff, the story was good. It was like a movie,
Yeah, it was.
and the story of the game and the game itself is better than the movie. Like
That-
ev- like
yeah, it really
everything
was.
was there.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that one. The series lost me after that, unfortunately.
Warrior Within wasn't that good.
I couldn't get into them.
That's when he got like the goth, like rocker dude makeover.
I never really got into those. A lot of those, like, I missed the boat on a lot of those 3D action adventure.
The
Games.
Portal is one that like I loved. It was different. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
There wasn't really I mean, there was
There
story,
was, but it was just the
it wasn't
gameplay was
integral
key.
to it. Exactly. And the gameplay was, I mean, even now, like I've started playing
Those
through it
puzzles
again.
are-
Like they're fucking fun to figure out.
Yeah.
They
When
really
you get
are.
that aha moment,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, here we
Got it.
go.
Well done. And I can't help but tip my hat that when you solved a puzzle, right, that required that you sped up, you know what I mean, through an
Yeah.
infinity tube or whatever, and then you had to throw yourself and shoot another portal in order to hit a button, right, just so that way while you're midair, you've got to
Fucking
drop
Gabe.
another, like,
Yeah.
really, and it's in the other, like,
Yep.
fucking Gabe.
Yeah, because there's no
He
weapons.
hates them. No.
You don't fight. It's just puzzle solving.
Like that's it, and then
straight
by the
up.
time you finally reach that next, the ledge that you were supposed to, you're like, "Holy shit! Who the hell thought of this?
Yeah.
What a son of a bitch for putting it together!"
And that's the thing. Portal, though, the thing that kept me going through that, I never beat. I got to some of the upper whatever levels.
Yep.
Uh,
Oh, I beat it.
Yeah.
Cake is
Both
a
of them?
lie.
The computer GLaDOS or
Yeah,
whatever.
GLaDOS
Yeah.
is amazing.
Yeah,
That song.
the stuff she would say was pretty
funny,
hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah, the second one I enjoyed the because you could play 2-player or whatever, so I liked that the puzzles got more complex.
Yeah.
But I don't know, there was something about that first one that there was like some magic there where
Yeah.
It was like this was awesome.
I think it was kind of magic as well because people weren't expecting anything from the first Portal game. This was just like a
bundled in with the orange box.
Yeah, exactly. It was
like Team Fortress.
Yeah.
Well, it was the orange box. You know, they were giving you what
5 games.
It was
Half-Life was the biggest one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Episode 1 and 2, right?
Team Fortress,
Portal. I think that was it.
And Portal was one of those things. I don't think anybody expected it to be good.
Yeah.
Or as good as what it was. It's like, okay, yeah, we're
tacked on in there.
We're giving you these games that are, you know, big ones.
Yeah.
And here's an extra one.
Couple little things, yeah.
Yeah, and then it wound up being
was it
like
an expansion for episode 1? No, it was. It was
Half-Life 2, Team Fortress 2, Portal, Half-Life 2 Episode 2,
yeah,
and Half-Life 2 Episode 1.
So I'm gonna go and say that.
Oh, so it was Half-Life and then Episode 1 and 2.
Yeah,
and we never got Episode 3.
Nope.
That's what it was. Okay.
You'll never get it.
We'll fucking never get it. That blows my mind.
Fucking Gabe.
Bro, that blows my mind.
Fuck that guy.
It would have sold in droves. Like, whatever.
He's got Steam. He doesn't need
Fuck
it.
yeah, he does.
He doesn't care.
Nope.
Fuck that guy.
Let's see.
Hopefully he heard that.
I'm sure he will.
But
yeah.
But I'm gonna say Half-Life ruined first-person shooters for me.
Did they?
It did.
I never got into the Half-Life series.
That was. Well, I've got a point to this.
Go.
The reason that it
wake me up before you
ruined first-person shooters is the fact that the story.
Yeah.
Half-Life, it had a pretty good story or whatever, but that was the time where it really started to do the narrative-driven first-person shooters.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, still an old-school person.
Yeah.
I wanted to just get in there and kill shit. You know,
Yeah.
I wanted it to be like Doom. I wanted it to be
and
like
that
Quake.
game engine that they built for it. Was it Source Engine?
I think so.
It was a Source Engine. Like,
I mean, I really wanted it to be just I'm getting in there and killing shit and finding the exit.
Yeah.
You know, I wanted that for my games.
Yeah.
Half-Life came along,
And it was.
and it provided a narrative, which is fine because it did innovate.
Yeah.
But for a long time, that's all we had.
Yeah.
Like we didn't have those games of just go in there, fuck shit up.
Nope.
whoops.
And it was kind of disappointing because first-person shooters along the way kind of lost me
Yeah.
because of that.
Everything started kind of going in that direction for a little bit, and especially in the early 2000s.
Here's the extra salt in the wound. I went and bought Doom 3 recently, and I bought it many times. I bought it, you know, on the Xbox. I bought it on the 360.
Yeah.
Doom 3 was very Half-Life like.
Was it?
It
I
was
did
as
not
far
know
as
that.
as far as the narrative driven gameplay, like it's very
I did
slow
not know that.
paced. Very
Yeah, it is slow
paced.
paced. I played through, maybe a good chunk of Doom 3. But
It's very slow paced compared to the other two.
yeah.
And this is when they try to provide a story, and I considered that to be a little bit of the Half-Life effect.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't think.
I remember
Doom
they were
needs it.
seeing the first time that you turn around to go up the stairs and the monster like rips open like the stairs.
Yeah.
I think it's all scripted.
The
but
scripted
But
set
with
pieces
that, I
and,
mean,
Yeah.
in that game, it has one of my favorite moments. Like, I was just shitting on Doom 3, but the part where the guy opens up the hell portal or whatever is actually a really cool moment and scene in the game.
I don't think I remember that.
Yeah, I never played
It's
it. so.
close to the beginning. He's like, "Oh, hold on," and then all of a sudden you start seeing portal opens and the
Demons just
the
start-
the skulls and shit. I forget
yeah.
what their name is. The
I
flying
have seen-
skulls.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
They
I don't know
start
the names of any
flying
of those
out.
creatures. Isn't it Pinky? I think is one of them.
The Pinky Demon. I remember him.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Pinky, the one that
Yeah.
looks kind of like a.
And the brain.
I don't know if I want to say it. 'Cause I don't want to get sexually vulgar, but just reminds me of like a clit in a way with
Oh,
the
gotcha.
hood, with the way it covers him.
Gotcha.
I guess
I don't
now
think
that
I
you
ever
say
saw
that.
that, but,
yeah. I see it now. And it wasn't what I saw before.
Yeah.
I'm perverted occasionally.
It's all right.
How long have you been afraid of the clitoris? No, I'm kidding.
No, I just think it's a weird design for like that's not what I want my Doom creatures to look like.
Yeah. It looked fleshy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked goofy. So.
I think right now we're at about an hour. I thought that was some really, really good conversation.
Yeah.
And
was
any
good.
last thoughts regarding that?
Go play PsyOps.
PsyOps?
PsyOps.
Yeah, I know. A game that we spoke nothing about.
Exactly.
Go play
Metal
PsyOps.
Gear Solid.
There you go.
Fucking love that game.
That's one of the first games that was movie-like that I would say.
Yeah, I felt did it well.
Gave me that movie
Very
feel.
polarizing there also. People hate the cutscenes or they love them, but I love the game.
Well,
I love the series.
I think 4 got a little much when you had hour-long cutscenes.
Bro, I know the ending, the 3, and actually 3 was pretty bad too. 4 had, I think, like the ending was 2 hours.
It was
I think
legit.
something like that.
Yeah.
What was it? Sons of Liberty? No.
Yeah.
That's what that was,
Yep.
right?
No, Metal Gear Solid 2 was Sons of Liberty. Guns of the Patriots was
Guns
4.
of the Patriots. That's the one.
Yeah.
Yes, Metal Gear Solid 4.
played all of that.
When I actually beat that,
Yeah.
I was there like, oh, it's gotta be done, right?
Nope.
Nope. It just keeps
More.
going on and on.
Oh,
Yeah. I still think Snake Eater probably won't be one of the best ones.
That's actually a good one.
Yeah. But thanks again, guys, for helping me kick off this new podcast.
Post show.
I know, hopefully, Darth Zigzag will be pretty happy to hear this.
He better.
Shout out.
In
You
a
better.
future episode, we need to talk about like parenting and the rating of games.
I think
I think
so.
that's something that we should do.
I definitely think that's something that we should
Yeah,
take into account.
we should do.
Yeah, that's good.
Thanks.
But where can they find you guys?
You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, all kinds of places. AdamAnalyzes.com.
.com.
My Twitter handle is at Adam_analyzes. I believe my Instagram is the same.
Okay.
On my Adam Analyzes show, I take suggestions. So if anybody wants to suggest some stuff, I will check it out.
Awesome. Will, where can they find you?
Usually big spooning Adam over here, but
Hey.
whenever I'm not, you can find me on whatever, man. InOurHonestOpinion.com. That's where you can find me.
True.
Producing and directing that.
When did this spooning occur?
Oh, you remember that wasn't
Yeah.
Nicole.
Yeah. Does this smell like chloroform to you?
So that was that time that I woke up in the woods and
Yeah, pretty
couldn't
much.
walk right.
Yep, there
Yeah.
you go. That's
Gotcha.
right. They say once you go black. But yeah, over at InnerHonestOpinion.com, or you can find me over on Twitter at KryptonTwill.
Yeah. And you can find me at The Artful Gent on Twitter. And if you have any questions, feel free to send an email to buddytalkspod@gmail.com.
That's right.
Thank you again, guys, for being on here.
I just want to say that people should like, subscribe, and always comment because digital hugs is where it's at.
Gets it
Definitely.
done.
That's right.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Thanks for having me.
Good night.
Bye.
Thank you.